Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Been a little bit since I've unboxed a entire booster box of cards for you guys on this channel, and I got a special package from the creator of D-Spirits, Sterling Cartoons. It's very close to my webcam, so just you can see my razor blade. I'm gonna cut it kind of off screen here. Unfortunately, I can't really fit this on camera, but I am opening it here for you guys for the first time. And he was nice enough to send me a booster box last time for de-evolutions, and this time he sent me a booster box for the brand new set for D-Spirits for Digital Resurgence, and the cards are looking more fun and better than ever. I'm a big fan of D-Spirits art. I just like how playful it is. Ooh, looks like we got some extra goodies in here. Okay, hold on. Give you guys a sneak peek. We've got some extra goodies inside of this one. Let's see what we got. And this set here is actually very, very limited. There's actually only 300 booster boxes that were made for this. So let me get the booster box out and we'll take a look at what extras we got in there. So once again, thank you to Sterling for sending me this little care package. It's always appreciated. I love sharing it on the channel. Because I really, really like, especially the hollow foils and D-Spirits. Always been a big fan of how they look. It's like a cross between Pokemon and Digimon, essentially, is the best way to describe it. So here's the booster box. This is one of 300. There's only 300 of this booster box right here made in the world. So highly limited. We're going to be cracking this open. And let's see what we got here. So we've got, looks like some promo cards. 3 of 15, an ultra rare find. I'm so glad that they're still using this foiling effect. I love the look of that. It just has such a awesome 90s. Their foiling reminds me of like the stickers that you get out of a sticker machine. You know, when you go to like the grocery store back in the 90s and you put a quarter in and you get a like really shiny over the top sticker. Let's take it out of here. I just love the way it looks. It's got sparkles, but it's got like a square hex style sheen to it as well. Awesome. Send me over some extra little promo cards here. 2 of 15. Windy Fairy Bit. Venomy Squiggy. And we've got Dewy Gooey Dragacoon. I like all the green on that one. I think that might be my favorite one. Nope, I take it back. This is my favorite. Icy Gargoyle. Gorgoyle. Awesome. And I like the way the cards are looking. I think the layout, I'm not sure exactly what changes he's made, but I can tell that they're... Actually, I have a card right here. Let's see if there's been any changes. First of all, I like what's going on with the font here. I love that gold foiling font for the name. Oh, it actually looks pretty similar, actually, to the previous set. It just looks really good in the foil. Alright, thank you, Sterling, for the extra cards. I really like that gold foiling on that. Let's crack into the booster box. Where did I put my Exacta blade? Okay, I guess we're using scissors. I'm not sure where I put it. For those of you that are interested in this, these are only $60 per booster box, and they're available on D-Spirits official website, so I'll have a link to that in the description. And just so you guys know, this is not sponsored. I'm not paid to do this. It's just a kind gesture from the creator, so I can help share out and get the word out there for D-Spirits, which I never mind doing. If I didn't enjoy D-Spirits, I wouldn't open them on my channel, right? So, never a problem for me to share this out. Alright, let's pull the packs out. Oh, this is our box topper. So you get one box topper, and I believe it's one of 10 different variants that you can get. 20 booster packs in here. I'm just going to pull them out just to free up some space on the table here. I'm still very pressed for space. Alright, so we'll put these packs right here so you guys can kind of see the progress as we go. There we go. And there's some rare chase variants in here. There's dark cards. There's also cards that are extremely limited that only have like 30 or 40 printed. So we're going to be hoping to pull those. I think I'm going to open this with a scissor. Get the card on the bottom. I have not looked at the box toppers yet, so I'm not sure what I'm about to get. Oh, that's one of my favorite D-Spirits, actually. Reptoast. Awesome. And that is number 98 of 101. I do have some sleeves here. Where did I put them? Got my Fanatic sleeves. I'll put those right there. Sleeve these hollows. It's very hot and humid in my room still. Unfortunately, I still don't have my air conditioner hooked up. For many reasons, I'm not going to get into it. But I got to make sure I'm sleeving these hollows as we go. So that way it's less likely to bend from the humidity. All right, let's see. Are these easily openable without cutting them? Yes, they are. Nice. We're going to go with that method. Goodbye, scissors. I always love booster packs that I can actually open by hand. No way. No way. I literally just pulled probably the biggest, this is one of the chase cards. First pack off the top. The legendary Necros. Holy smokes. Let me just double confirm this. Yeah, on the website. 30 copies each of Nibs and Necros. There's only 30 of this card printed. It's not serialized, but there are only 30 of these made. It says a secret rare find. Wow. Okay, let me get a sleeve. Okay. All right. That is one way to start. Put that in here. Wow, and that looks so cool. That is one way to start this box opening. So we're going to go kind of slow in the beginning. We'll take a look at the names. D-Spirit names tend to be very punny, very pun-like. You'll notice that. So we got Hoodrat, we got Hatiki. Sterling does do a lot of the art for these cards, but there's a lot of guest artists as well. One of the wackier cards of D-Spirits, Karen Sama, introduced in the previous set, I believe. King Ruffle, Knuckle Slice, Lamb Chop, Loathe Toast. That was my favorite. I think that's the evolution of him, actually. That other one I got is the box topper. And Marilyn. Hold on, let me see what the card stock is here. So they've gone for a bit more of a. I keep grabbing that. Let me grab a different one. They've gone for a bit more of a glossy style this time around, as you can see on the left. Actually, you may not be able to tell, but this is a lot more glossy and shiny for the new set. Previous set is a bit more of a matte finish. I'm honestly not sure what I'm more into. I think I'm slightly more into the matte finish cards, but this isn't horrible. I think this style will make the hollows shine and pop a little bit more, so we'll have to see as we pull more. Man, I can't believe I pulled the Necros. So I'm going to assume that means that I'm not going to be able to pull the... Oh, did I not? Oh, that's right, he was in this pack. I'm going to assume that means I'm not going to be able to pull one of the 30 copies of Nibs, which is the other where there's only 30 printed, or there's a Shining Gao that I would love, or sorry, Gao Yu. I used to always call him Gao. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pull those rare copies. So we got a Shining Skunkly. Not really sure how rare the shinies are going to be. In the past, they were, I think, a few per box, but we'll see. Ravenger. Beelzebub, or Beelzebub. Make sure I got this in frame for you guys. Ring Out. Rock Raggle. Behemoth. Sectofly. I like this guy a lot. Shapencer. Schoolabug. There's 101 cards in this set, so we will eventually start seeing repeats, but since there are 20 booster packs, I think the fatigue of opening packs won't really set in. We've got our first double with a shiny Skunkly again. Actually, I'm just going to put them down here. I'll sleeve them off the video. I don't want to slow down the video too much. We'll keep opening. Probably my favorite D-Spirit One of my favorites, Bago. I always love to see that he gets new card art. I just love this character for some reason. Kind of reminds me of Mimikyu a little bit. Loath Toast. Marilyn. Moon Kappa, one of my other favorites. Munchie Poo. Experimental Pod. Mushmallow. It's a cute one. I think that's the best first pack magic I've ever had on this channel. Personally, I would have preferred if they were serialized. So maybe for the next D-Spirits set, when you put in like really rare cards like that, getting them serialized. We got a hollow Karen Sama might be cool, right? I'm sure it costs a lot of money, so probably not feasible. But just knowing that there's only 30 copies is also just as good. But it would have been awesome to get like, you know, number 1 of 30. Bring out Rock Raggle. D-Spirits been around for a while now. Been around for a few years, still kicking. It's impressive. They're still putting out new sets. It is a player-focused TCG, so I don't want you guys thinking that this, you know, it's nothing but collectors picking up D-Spirits. Quackers. Sterling Cartoons does foster a very play-centric Discord for the game. Collectors are definitely welcome, but it's not one of those card games where, you know, it's just nothing but collectors. There are people building decks and such and making deck strategies. Nice. I like this D-Spirit as well. Just love this hollow so much. Knuckle Slice. If I remember right, he may have been introduced in the previous set. I have a hard time remembering sometimes. Ah, yeah, here's Buttocks. Would love a hollow of this. One of the wackiest D-Spirits out there. His name is Buttocks. I want you to just imagine why that may be. Sectofly, starting to get some repeats. Checkmate with Neffel, which is pretty much like the Pikachu, if you will, or the Charmander, or so. Like one of the mascots for D-Spirits, alongside Gayu. Crockers, it's a new one. Dolphiny. We'll be able to speed it up a little bit once we are no longer seeing new cards. Karen Sama. So it looks like at least you'll be able to get like close to a playset of some of these hollows if you're getting like 2, maybe 3 of some of them. Embered. It's a very flashy one. I like that. Fairy Bit. Fiendful, Schoolbug, Fondue. Yeah, so I'm sure there's probably a set amount that can be a hollow. I'm sure all the cards can't be a hollow. So we'll see. Maybe I'll at least be able to pull one of each hollow. That would be nice. Oh, that's awesome. Man, what a box opening. Didn't I just tell you guys that Loath Toast is one of my favorite D-Spirits? And I got the dark rare. Look how cool that looks. That's awesome. So you can see it says up here dark rare. I really like what they did with the font with that. Hold on, let me grab the... Where is it? Did I... Oh, here. That's right. It was a... No, it was a regular. Where was he? There he is. Here's the regular. And there's the dark rare. I really like the idea of dark rare. It's like a shiny version, essentially. Like, well, they have shinies, but I like the concept of the dark rare. And the fact that it's got a purple background, purple and green, my favorite color combinations. For those that don't know, even though I've mentioned it a ton of times on the channel, just my favorite color combination for trading cards. Man, this is a great, great opening so far. Trashkins. It's a cute little guy. Oh, Trunko's one of my other favorites. Gasp. Glamlip. And Gorgonzola. Cool art on that one. Great deal, though. I mean, if you like the art of these cards, you can't really go wrong with 60 bucks for 20 packs. And if you got kids and stuff, I'm sure picking up a booster box or two. Oh, we got a Neffel, too. Very nice. I haven't seen the Neffel for this set yet, so that's a nice surprise. Great artwork on this. Sterling stepping up the game. I always love seeing the new Neffel cards. One of my favorites. That is getting a sleeve right now. Yeah, I would imagine picking up 1 or 2 booster boxes, maybe 1 booster box and then 2 starter decks would probably be plenty to get you going to play with your kids or something. Bego, Behemoth, Bugshido, Buttocks, and Checkmate. The only thing that would make this better is if I got the Gayu. The Shining Gayu. Squiggy, one of the original cool OG D-Spirits. This, see? We want this in Shining. Because there's only 40 of them. Oh, and by the way, that dark rare toast, there's only 100 of those. Oh, that's right. So I think you get one Shining and one dark per booster box, because it's saying here there's 100 of a Shining, each Shining, and 100 of each dark rare. So this, did I not sleeve the Shining? Hold on. So there's only 100 of the Dark Toast card, and then there's only 100 of the Shining that I pulled earlier. Let me see, I better sleeve that. I missed that part on the spreadsheet here I'm looking at. Yep, so... Wow, I actually pulled... That's... Listen, I'm not going to complain. Sometimes, you know, when these cards are getting packed in the factory, Sterling Pie saw me pull these and was like, wait, no, go back. There's only 100 each of this Skunkly, and I pulled 2 of them. So, might be open to a trade, or who knows, maybe I hold on to both of them, because you can have 3 per deck, and if I can get a hold of a third one, I'll make a Skunkly deck. Oh my goodness, I think I stumbled upon like an error packed box, but listen, like I said, we're still getting new cards. Wow, this is impressive. I'm not complaining. Now, of course, this would have been crazy if it was like the Necros from earlier, or the Nibs, or Shining Gayu. But hey, I will take 3 copies of a card that is limited to 100 ever printed. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm like just speaking these cards into existence, apparently. This is crazy. Is this true random? Is this packed like how old school MetaZoo was packed? I think these may be packed true random. So it's not like you're guaranteed to get like just 1 dark rare, 1 shining rare. Because this probably should not have happened. But it did. And I'm happy for it. Because I now have 2 copies of a card that's limited to only 30 in the world. What in the world is going on? It has to be packed true random. Either that, or the people that pack the packs may need a little bit of extra training. I don't know. Unless they were packed and then they were shuffled, but not thoroughly enough. Who knows? But I'm not complaining. Man, that would have been awesome if that was a Nibs. Holy smokes. That would have been... I mean, we still got more packs to go. So Nibs is this little guy here. I could always trade a Necros for a Nibs. That's a possibility. Wow. True random packs. Listen, I'm here for it. Another dark rare. Wow, I gotta say though, this is super fun to open. I'm just like constantly surprised what I'm pulling here. So we've got a dark rare Bugshido with a purple and green color scheme, which I'm here for. That's awesome. 100 of those ever printed as well. Sostin, that's a new one we haven't seen yet. As we're pulling, is that an ultra? What rarity is he? Nope. Just the one that we pulled on top. Wow. There's no way I'm going to get a third Necroth, right? Nah, that's not happening. Oh, another Neffel. Nice. Limited 2 of those per deck as well. Get him straight into a sleeve. Sterling's like, oh no, I sent him the God box. Now everybody that buys a box, I like this. That's cute. That may actually be one of my new favorite D-Spirits right there. Kind of reminds me of the Soot, little Soot characters from like Spirited Away. He's going to be like, oh no, everybody's going to expect a God box like Pete's now. But you never know. Apparently, you never know. Oh my god. Alright. Listen, if there's only 300 booster boxes, right? This is bound to happen. It's bound to happen. You shuffle the packs up, right? It's possible. It can happen. But I much prefer this, and I'll tell you exactly why. If there's one thing that I really don't like about modern TCGs right now, and the new MetaZoo uses this model, and it's one of the reasons I'm not super into it. When you open a lot of new TCGs, there's typically 1 to 2 hit cards, and then everything else that you get in that booster box is predictable or not worth much, like in terms of value, or it's just not exciting to get because they're not hits or chase variants or anything, right? So you'll typically get a couple, 1 to 2 big hits, and then everything else is just like bulk because it's predetermined typically. And a lot of TCGs do this. Pokemon's guilty of it too, where it's very predictable to like map out the box and like you pull that 1 or 2 cards and then it's like, okay, the rest of the box, you know, there's going to be nothing in there. Sell the pack, get rid of them, whatever people do, right? D-Spirits is like, you know what? We're going to make it so that people want to open up every single pack because this can keep happening. You never know what to expect. And that keeps it exciting. And to me, that's one of the most fun booster box openings because you never run out of steam. You never know what's coming. Right? There can be a Nibs in this next pack. No, I thought I'd speak it into existence. It's Karen Sama. And that's what original MetaZoo did that a lot of people really liked is for their Kickstarter, it was true random. So you can pull like 2 or 3 Mothmen if you were super lucky from a booster box. You can get a booster box where almost every pack had a holo. You can get a booster box where there were only a couple holos. But the randomness of it made it really fun. Ooh, a new holo. Nice. You got Embered. Like him, he kind of reminds me of Dodrio a little bit here. Starlight. Haven't seen that. Haven't seen Gasp yet, I don't think. Teacups, that's a new one. I like that one too. Cute. Transmutation. Still got a few packs left here. Let me know what you guys are thinking about D-Spirits in the comments, though. I'd be really curious. I still would like to learn how to play this game. Oh, man, I thought it was the Shining Gao for a second. The Shining Gao, but this still looks really cool. At least one thing D-Spirits did was they picked really good mascot characters. Gao and Neffel. Yeah, pulling that Necros is the equivalent of pulling like 2 Charizards. Like the 2 Chase Charizards from the same booster box. Walrus and note cards. Okay. Haven't seen those yet. Last 2 packs. We had that first pack magic. Let's see if we can get that last pack magic. Embered. So shiny. Nagi, we haven't seen Nagi yet. Neffel, non-holo. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can get more cards holo than I thought. Plush Mush. And our last pack. Come on, Nibs. Come on, Shining Gayu. Come on, one more Dark Rare or Shining Rare? Alright, we can't be too greedy, right? And Embered. Well, we got a place at Embered. And that is going to do it for D-Spirits Digital Resurgence. Let me just do a quick recap on the big hits here. At least the cards that I sleeved. Crazy box. Crazy. That was super fun. I have to say that may be my new favorite opening I've ever done for D-Spirits. That was wild. Gayu. Hold on, we gotta put Neffel next to Gayu. Neffel and Gayu. 1 Dark Toast, or Loathe Toast, Dark Rare. Dark Rare Bug Shido. 1 Legendary Necros, 1 of 30 in the world. 1, 2, 3 Shining Skunkly, only 100 of those. Neffel. Another Dark Toast, 100 of those as well. A 2nd Legendary Necros, and a Box Topper Eruptoast. I just want to get both of these together. So I wouldn't use this as the thumbnail. I don't want to spoil it. I want people to be just as surprised as me, but there you go. 2 legendary Necros, 1 booster box. Thank you again to Sterling for sending this to me. Super fun, as always. And I wish you continued luck with D-Spirits in the future. I always look forward to seeing what you're doing for new sets. This may be the set to drive me to start playing. So, thank you guys for watching. There'll be a lot more content coming on the channel. I did a live stream recently as well. Be sure to check that live stream. I actually opened up a Kickstarter box for D-Spirits to prepare for this box. And I opened up a ton of other stuff in that live stream as well, so be sure to check that out. I love doing my little live streams, but I can't ignore the people that watch videos as well. You can watch the archive of that live stream, though. It's still up. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.